Still time for this to switch sides. More breaks for both Suntan and Hakui Koori, and it really is kind of just Nope KJK versus Pez right now. You've got supporting combo for Styx, Dito, Carlos Flo, and TFGE, so it's really down to the big combos there. Carlos Flo and Hakui Koori will miss. So again, matching combo on Styx and TFGE, matching combo on Dito and Suntan, but a little bit of extra combo for both Nope KJK over Pez and Dito over Suntan. Actually, a little extra combo for Styx over TFGE as well. But I don't know if there's enough time left in the map. We're down to the last couple of spinners, and that lead is still 60k for Empicones. They're going to break right back and tie us up 1-1 to start things off.
Dito, though, going head-to-head here with Pez, you got an FC on both those guys. 3% accuracy lead for Pez is doing some work, as well as Batball's backing combo at 500.
Now there's still a chance this goes the way of Nipp's Madu, but there goes Hakui Koori. But it is matched by a full break on the side of Empicones. It's the accuracy, though, for Pez doing so much work. There goes Dito finally dropping the FC, and Pez still holding on here, next to 97 accuracy, looking once again really, really solid on the speed pick here for Empicones, and they're going to win by a good 500,000 score at the end of the map. Almost carryable by Dito. We'll see how it works out after this. If they do end up going with that, maybe we'll see a different free mod or a no mod pick for them instead. But definitely going to get a match point down here at the very least for Nippes Madu. It's a great combo at the end for Hakui Koori. 97 accuracy and going to be above 900k by the end of the map, but there's just not time here at the end of DT1. And that lead is going to shrink down to 100,000, but it is still in favor of the red team. Empicones take a 6th point and put themselves up match point against Nippes Madu. And now Nope KJK Dito still holding combo here. It's still coming back the way of Nippes Madu, but it's coming much more slowly here at the end now, as TFGE, Twilight, and Pez have all recovered. It's a triple break, though, for Empicones. Double break at the bottom row there for Nippes Madu, as Nope KJK and Dito are trying to just drag this back over to the side of blue team, but Nope KJK will finally find a break, and now it's only Dito left alone. It's just not going to be enough, barely. 21k in favor of Empicones by the end of the map.
It's just a straight 1v1 here between Xylus and David, and it's going to be Xylus to break a a three-way reset for White People Happy, just Rhythmic RS with a 200 combo, but there's some struggles there from Tea Party. That score gap is coming down, and I can't even quite point out why, other than Jackson on 150 combo and the accuracy difference. But it's not maybe going to be enough, as we're coming down to the last seconds, and I don't even know what the score did there. I'm very confused. I guess it's act difference. That was really weird to watch. I guess it's the 87, 91, 92 on F2X, David and Max Birio.
As everybody with combo holding on to it, Ethan and Crystal also still matching, but the mod advantage might actually be a part of the reason they're winning this? Am I saying that? Is that real?
Yeah, the Overmod is paying...
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Overmod paying off here, even before the Milk Tea break and the Crystal break at the very end. The Overmod was what had White People Happy in the lead into that last section by about 40,000 points, and they hold on to it with the breaks at the end from Tea Party. Milk Tea and David are just having their way with this final PI. This is why you love having solid anchor no-mod players, because my goodness, those scores are incredible.
They really are something to behold. Full combo for Milk Tea as long as he makes it out of the very last jump section. There it is, 99.43 AC for Milk Tea on the FC. David as well with the reverse choke. 1 miss, 0 100s for David on that map.
Never anything that got big. Highest score in the lobby is going to be about 400k, and that's it. So the score always destined to stay pretty close. White People Happy just making the most of some backing combo supremacy. 2 400Ks for Tea Party. This ending is a little longer than I thought. I apologize. But that difference of your cute score, as we talked about in the first match tonight, it can be the second or third best score. It doesn't have to be the top score or the bottom score. 120k lead for White People Happy. You still have your cute, and just the end of the map. This is a crucial, critical break point for White People Happy that's going to give them a 5-4 lead, and with their own pick to come.
It is massive for White People Happy, and JP will finally drop there near the end of the map, but it's still 150,000 score lead, and everyone for Tea Party is gone. And that is now a, as you said, huge break point for White People Happy. They have the opportunity to go up to match point here with this next pick. Let a man cook. Different skill sets entirely, completely different sorts of maps. Doesn't really matter. It's got hidden. All right, put me in, coach. Still on the FC, 800k and climbing. High 97 accuracy for Xylus on a map where, honestly, I thought basically everyone would have trouble with those cross-screen slider jumps, and he just completely defies what our expectations were when looking at this map in QA and in playtesting.
And you just cannot say enough good things at this point about Xylus. I want to shout out his performance here in the late stages of this match. The hidden 3 FC, and then coming in to this last pick, DT1, possibly an FC here at the end as well. A ridiculously clutch performance from Xylus to help Wide People Happy close out the match 7-5 and avoid that tiebreaker. Really great stuff from him. You're cute as well, 835k to finish the match out in style.
Yeah, final kick to come through, consistently difficult. And Milk Tea is immediately going to go down. Disaster striking there for Mum's Touch. You're really relying on someone to break it from Bob. And down goes Krill alongside Nineric with a recovery. Raikaho also joins in, but it is traded by AA KenZX. So even so, with this much harder ending Kia to come through, where the jumps just increase in the spacing, and you have this crazy pop-up section as well. Not many players can hold, except for players like Doomsday Fanboy at the end with a great recovery, but still not enough here for Mum's Touch. Early stage breakpoint here for Bob starting this match off. But it's all on Bubbleman and Amamiya Kokoro. The 2 final combos to come through as we get to the ending section here. Bubbleman has to drop really, really soon. Same with Squirrel. If Mum's Touch want to keep this point intact, if they want to keep their strong advantage in this match, it's not going to happen though. Nineric and Doomsday Fanboy both go down. That recovery is shut down once again. Bubbleman still continues to hold. Amamiya Kokoro's trying his best, but both go down. And that is exactly what you want if you're Bob. 43,000 still established, swinging just towards the end with a chain miss from everybody, but not going to be the case.
Now, with just AKNZX and Raikaho on the full combos, this could go either way here. Zhongyong will find another break, though. And now, AKNZX also dropping from Mom's Touch, and this pick looking better and better for Bob. Nineric and Milkteism will trade, and that's a better trade for Mom's Touch, but it's not going to matter. Raikaho and Scroll both break there at the end. Is there enough map left for Doomsday Fanboy on the reverse choke to pull this back? I don't think so. 400,000 score lead almost for Bob, and that's going to stay that way into the end there. 377k by the end of it.
It's starting to become a little too late here. Down goes Nathan Ram. Can Scroll bring enough here? There's such little time left. Krilla keeping his back there intact as well. Nineric and Bubbleman combined 500 combo recovery, 600 now, 700 almost. It's starting to close in now, but is there going to be enough time here? Scroll has got to hold on for just a little bit longer. A full combo might need to be in the cards for him. Krilla still keeps it intact. Doomsday Fanboy and Amamiya Kokoro are keeping this so incredibly close, but I think that is going to be it for Mum's Touch. Finally a point on the board, but it was really dire straits. As this starts to really close in, Scroll is keeping MCY4 as far away from that advantage as possible. Everybody else is dropping respectively, but it remains to be Scroll and MCY4 to keep the full combos alive for their team. But sadly for MCY4, it is not the winning side for him. Scroll will be the one to keep Bob intact and get themselves that match point. That was incredibly close from the get-go all the way up to the ending. It could have been anybody, but a double FC is really impressive to say the least. Finally, a breakaway from Mum's Touch here. Amamiya Kokoro single-handedly keeping his team intact for top 3 potential here. Nineric and Raikaho trying their best to keep that away from them, but no, there's one South Korean guy who wants his team to stay in top 3 chances at the winner's bracket here. The rest of Mum's Touch able to build a decently small recovery, but as we get to the ending, Amamiya Kokoro does go down, and a small chain miss of that as well. Are these recoveries enough here, Dio? The MCY4 goes down, Anoi goes down, Raikaho and Reedcat still holding on. It's slowly closing down now inside of Bob. Could this single carry potential get shot away? No! Nineric and Reedcat and Raikaho all go down. Finally a chance here for Mum's Touch. Amamiya Kokoro single-handedly keeping his team alive. Scroll once again, man. As I said, when this guy has an early stage combo, he is on an absolute destructive tear. Is this ending going to be what matters here? A flip finally in favor of Bob. Multiple drops. Amamiya Kokoro goes down. That's a giant combo miss. Akin6 also as well. Squirrel finally drops his miss. MCY4 just spin to win. Surely not. That's it. Bob has done it just barely. that miss almost gave them the flip. That was so close.
We don't believe in miracles here. That is not going to happen. It's not going to save the pick for Hatsune Miku. Together We Are Terrific will not be broken on their first point. Freddie Benson with combo into the end. Decaton and Rectagon to support there. And that score lead now over 100k at the end of the map. Very solid run for really the entirety of the roster for Together We Are Terrific. 500k going to be just about the lowest score there for Freddie Benson, just under that 500k mark.
Side jumps come through, left and right jumps could lead to a bit of a slip up here. Quite notoriously awkward, but not going to be the case. He is going to hold on. The recoveries here from Together We Are Terrific are there, but nothing compared to the combo that Intercamming is still holding up into the final Ki. It all looks like it's going to be up to him to keep this intact. We could potentially see a flip if everybody falls apart instead of Hatsune Miku. Recton goes down. A four-way miss if Together We Are Terrific, but can Intercamming hold it on? Still hitting this entire section. Final strip to come through.
No!
No, he's down. But what was an incredible run from them before will be the single-handed carry to bring Hatsune Miku their first breakpoint and a point on the board at last.
And this is over. Blowout. 700k score lead or more by the end for sure for Hatsune Miku, as this is just domination from this team.
Karma, this is disgusting, man. Look at you holding on to still brilliant accuracy. Finally, a drop towards the very end, but granted, the things become sliders, and that becomes way more difficult and taxing on your stamina. Matthew will also go down earlier, but it does not mean anything, man. You got great recoveries from Takedo and Window Life, but not enough. 750,000 score blowout here.
And it's the three players we called out at the start. Matthew will find a miss there right before the last quarter of the map, but Kama and Intercamming still going with the full combos. Intercamming will drop, but it just doesn't matter. 99.6 act for Kama, down to 99.5, but it is still the Kama accuracy show here on this map, same as on DT2. It's not going to be quite the same ridiculous 100 count for Kama on this as on the DT2, but it's a full combo with 5 100s for Kama here. And that is just absolutely insane. 1.7 million for him. Matthew on 730k.
It all comes down to the ending section. It's starting to become too little too late here for Hatsune Miku, as this starts to become a glooming, dooming mistake that they have decided to lean into here. Unfortunately not working out, as Karma trying his best to try and contest Freddie Benson, but as everyone starts to break on the hardest sections, it remains to be Freddie Benson who's still hitting all of these sections. Karma as well, trying to fight back. Karma hits the entire section. Freddie Benson may drop, but it's still not enough. Together We're Terrific will take the breakpoint and even out the playing field once again. But Decaden still has Takedo's back there, and there is going to lead to the flip here for Together We're Terrific. Takedo, of all the players that was expected to do well on this, it's going to be him to hold on to that full combo, still remaining intact here for Together We're Terrific. Decaden as well, brilliant recovery, and as Matthew goes down, that's the last nail in the coffin for Hatsune Miku on this Hard Rock 1. There was a lot of chances there, but the recoveries were simply not enough to back up the full combos at the time. Takedo finally goes down, but he's done his job, and he's got Together We're Terrific one more win on the board. 2 points now ahead in a row now, shutting down that previous breakpoint deficit.
You know, you see multiple players matching that 500k from the side of European Goats. Yeah, Leonard is also at about that 500k mark, but it's Tim Kackner just pulling out completely ahead. Still on the FC, does finally drop one miss here near the end on the hardest part of the map. Leard and Hifkill still holding big combo for European Goats through this ending diff spike as well. And that is just 800,000 plus score in the lead. Not close on this map. That is 3v4 material for European Goats, missing anyone besides Tim Kackner. Really, really solid overall team score for Empicones, as Ethan Tricks not having the performance he had Friday night, dropped 425k on this on Friday, and is going to be well below that mark. Xylus will improve his score from earlier in the weekend, but it's not going to be nearly enough. 100,000 score lead is pretty much guaranteed here by the end of the map for Empicones, as we are in a cooldown section. We're in the easiest part of the end of the map here after that dip spike in the last Ki time, and this is already over and done. Empicones with 2 breakpoints and 2 wins on their own first 2 picks, starting this match off 4-0, already halfway to the finish line. And there's just nothing that Wide People Happy can do here. No combo on their side. They do drop a better team score than in the previous match for them Friday night, but it's not by enough to compete with the ridiculous 600k from Pez. Does find a chain miss there, does drop down a little bit in score, but it's just not going to matter because the score lead is 100,000 and only Rupertian has any combo for Wide People Happy. There he goes as well, and that'll be 5-0 as the start for Empicones in this match.
Going absolutely ham on this map. Silas trying to find a recovery in there somewhere, but it just doesn't matter. 700k, now approaching 800k. Nusu still holds, and he go for the full combo on this.
Yeah, this is another completely dominant one-sided performance for Empicones. I mean, the score lead in the favor of Wide People Happy, not going anywhere on these ending sliders. Couple of higher spacing jumps in between, and Nusu will find a slider break, and that should secure it, I think, for Wide People Happy. Carlos Flow will also drop here, and Wide People Happy managed to take the point on Hard Rock 2. They will be victorious. They will not go down without fighting. Yeah, and unfortunately, it just seems like GG here for Wide People Happy. 390,000 score lead for Empicones, and no big combo to try to pull that back here at the end. Even if they had them, this ending section is the hardest part of the map. You already see people breaking on these buzz sliders going into it. You'll just see the ending here for Batball to look at his screen in the top right as a measure of how difficult this ending can be, and most people breaking on this ending, no surprises there. It's just better and better for Empicones as we get to the end of the map. 500,000 score lead for the blue team, and the first major upset here in the semifinals. Seed 9 taking out Seed 5 in the losers bracket, denying them what, based on the qualifier results, should have been a top 6 finish and taking it away for themselves.